The story is the alleged mass incarceration of Uyghurs, more than 1 million of them, in the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region.
Uyghurs in the United States are getting contacted by Chinese authorities and told to provide information.
Everyone got someone as a hostage by the Chinese government.
It's time for us to break the silence.
My name is Tahir Iman. I am Uyghur from Uyghuristan, China-occupied so-called Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. I came to the United States in August 2017. It was very hard to me to leave my family members, my daughter, my friends, but I had to leave. Even if I am in America, I'm still scared.
The Uyghurs are one of the 56 nationalities of the People's Republic of China today. They're mainly Muslim, they speak a Turkic language, and they live in Xinjiang, which is the far northwestern part of China. So since it took over the Xinjiang region in 1949, the Chinese government has always been concerned about separatism among the Uyghurs.
Chinese President Xi Jinping has urged more efforts in promoting social stability and security in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region.
President Xi called for the safeguarding of ethnic unity, saying that it's the fundamental cornerstone for the development and progress of Xinjiang.
Right now, the Chinese Communist Party have a major foreign policy initiative known as the Belt and Road Initiative. And Xinjiang is right at the hub of that infrastructural development plan. So they're concerned that if Xinjiang is not stable, this could undermine their entire foreign policy initiative.
When I was 25 years old, I was arrested and put in jail around 2 years. My crime was writing an article titled "The Uyghur Culture in Danger." When I was released, I started to promote Uyghur national identity and cultural values. The local community Chinese police officers started to confiscate passports. He started to arrest the public figures, intellectuals, rich people. My advisors asked me to leave for a while. I was in prison before. I know what is it like.
Since the summer and fall of 2017, Xinjiang has been building increasingly large compounds, which they call educational transformation training centers. These are really re-education camps, and they're large compounds, sometimes holding thousands of people. They're surrounded by high walls with razor wire. They have guard towers, and they actually seem to be being used to detain anywhere between a few 100,000 and maybe 1 million Uyghurs. After the development of this vast network of re-education camps, there's been a good deal of emigration from the Xinjiang region, in particular in the Washington, Virginia, Maryland area. Many of the Uyghurs living here say they're no longer safe.
After I came to the United States, Chinese police officers contacted me. This is the last time I was contacted by Chinese police officers.
Hükümet iş partiye sana yarı yölep kılıp seni yölegende kızını yöleydi. Bırak sende hums çıkıp kalmaydı kızım çokum. Çokum yaxşı qo'p. Şu yurtga, milletga, vatanga bir yaramli qadam bo'lib chiqadi. Partiyaga sendek nachar, sendek xum so'qqanmaydi.
My wife and my daughter were put in blacklist of the people who cannot get a passport. I have lost every kind of contact with my family. I have been doing everything I can do to expose the Chinese brutality and inhuman policies towards Uyghur people. And many people feel scared. They are not very active and speaking out to media because they are afraid of their family members in China. And they are also afraid of some Chinese spies in America. But I encourage the Uyghur people to stand up and speak to the media. At least we can leave a message to the world.
It's nice.
Many Uyghur community in the US, they scared to speak up because the Chinese government got someone as a hostage and back home. Like personally, it's my mother directly. Still, be honestly, like I worry that like being on the camera, being like openly speaking up to like us to the world, that can bring any like severe consequences to my mother. Everyone got someone as a hostage by the Chinese government.
We know that Chinese government, they are using all measures to intimidate Uyghur people, taking our family members hostage, to stop us to speak, to fight against Chinese oppression. If you are Uyghur, you are the enemy of the Chinese government. It's time for us to break the silence.
I asked many people to record testimonies through Facebook Live or YouTube and share it in social media.
I'm ethnic Uyghur from East Turkistan. Both my parents are detained in a concentration camp.
I came to the United States in 2015 with my student visa. My father sentenced to 9-year prison and my mom is in concentration camps.
My father Osman Savod and my uncle Absatar Savod detained in a concentration camp.
Assalamu alaikum, ben Gülzira Taşmehmet, sanırım bilgine taşımak için bu arada.
Today, more than 200 Uyghurs from Washington, D.C. and the New York area have gathered in front of United Nations building in New York to protest Chinese oppression and imprisonment. So we are taking risk by showing our face in public media, but we want to stand up and speak up to raise the awareness in front of United Nations to let the world know what's going on against Uyghur people.
My stepmother, my sisters, and my brothers, they were put in jail. I have lost every kind of contact with my daughter. Every day is a painful day. Without your family members,